We're rolling. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of I've forgotten what the show is called again. Yeah, Randy Prizzles, Lincoln Ting with me, Randy Prizzle. Yes, obviously I was drinking, dear, all of that. So, obviously what I was drinking, rum, it's Cap Morgs, if you know about Cap Morgs. Just, don't want to say the full name in case obviously man gets the YouTube video blocked and all that. So Cap Morgs with a bit of red grape juice. That's it, red grape juice. So big up the combination. Cheers to you all. Hopefully you're having a good weekend and all of that. Flu symptoms seem to have kind of chilled. So man's having a drink to obviously kind of the end more flu symptoms and all of that. So. By the way, the Cap Morgs I got, the one with pineapple and is it mango? Yeah. Obviously can't show you the bowl for legal reasons and all that because I don't want to get this whole thing. But it's one of the new ones. So if you're feeling Cap Morgs, that's all I'm going to say there. Go check that out. Go buy that in your local shops if you do see it available. So I got one and it tastes really banging. Kind of gone straight to my head at this point in time, but let me stop waffling on. I am waffling on. Okay, what we're usually here for, the linking and the tinging and all of that. If you're feeling previous episodes of Randy Prizzle's Linking, you know what to do below, all of that. And obviously if you're feeling this episode, you know what to do below, all of that again. So, without further ado, let's get on to it, the linking and the tinging. So, the first person we come to, Samantha. I know you're trying to link Samantha. It's the Dave song, but if you don't know the Dave song, forget about it. But anyway, Samantha says, my most irrational fear, clowns and Santa Clauses. Although I maintain their rational fears. I mean, listen, some people are scared of clowns, some people are scared of Santa Clauses, but I'd say, come on, man. You see a jolly man in a fat suit, you ain't really got to be scared of a jolly man in a fat suit. I mean, to be honest, if he's a really big jolly man, then yeah, you might have to be scared of that. I mean, clowns, obviously, the face costume, the mask can put a few people off. They can get quite scared and a bit intimidated by that. But obviously, my heart goes out to you if you're feeling a bit intimidated and scared by a clown. I'd say, listen, punch him in the face, innit, or her, if the clown is getting close to you, innit. Because obviously, I've been to one of those things. I went to Orlando and they had like a scary nights and they had all these clowns, like it clowns and all of that thing, and they tried to come there to me. I did the whole what would you want, yeah, get none of me, what do you want, you dickhead? And that's basically what I said to these things. I was like, well, what are you gonna do? You're gonna do nothing. So just give them a shrug of the shoulders. Don't let these people think that they can intimidate you. You intimidate them. So I've got to say on that. But anyways, move on to the next thing she's saying. She's 32, 5'10". She's a project manager. Yes, the cold is not 100% gone, but it's still lingering. Do I have to let it linger? Do I have to let it linger? All of that. But yeah, she's 32, 5'10", project manager. She says, one thing I'll never do again, get a fringe. Turns out it's just a mullet when you have curly hair. I guess so. I mean, it depends if you kind of like shave the sides as well, then it probably would be more of a mullet. I mean, people would ask me, would I ever try something like a mullet sign? I mean, I've done a shave thing when I've, done the mohawk, so you come kind of close in some sort of ways. It's not really, obviously, if you grew your hair really long and then it was curly and all that, then it's a mullet. Something along them lines where you shaved sort of half of your heads and the sides. And in my younger days, you might see it in pics, on the Insta and all of that, so you can go and check it out, maybe. Because I think I've one that's from the sides that was like black and white back in the day, so I'm not sure if that's on Insta. It might be on my Facebook, so yeah, if you want, you can check that out on that. So yeah, next thing she's saying, most spontaneous thing I've done, I've decided to quit my job and move halfway across the world. Well, congratulations to you on that. Cheers to you on all of that. Oh, that smell is absolutely glorious. Woo! Woo! I'm telling you, brilliant. I'm gonna do the whole profiling and styling and the whole strut and everything, but I can't be bothered to do that yet. And I'll just throw the drink on the ground if I do. So I'll just start getting up and then the whole laptop goes everywhere. Madness. But yeah, quitting our job to move halfway across the world, that's brave. You know what I mean? Big up to anyone that's going out there to chase new adventures, new dreams and all of that. You are the people that obviously show the initiative to get out and do things and move beyond the town of London, London, London town. You can toughen up or get thrown around. Let me tell you how it's going down. Boss shots in every way. Try to make money in every day. In London, London, London town. We hustle cause the struggle ain't over now. That's Kano, by the way, if you didn't know. But yeah. So big up to Samantha. Unfortunately, Samantha doesn't have that je ne sais quoi for me, so it's going to be a no from me. We move on to Kamiji. Yeah, Kamiji, I'm going to go with, you know, she kind of looks like Grace Jones, haircut and all of that. Cool vibes, you know, the whole settings and everything. Let's get on to what more she's saying. The one thing you should know about me is I love to jump off cliffs into the ocean. It's Daredevil stuff, do you know what I mean? And I don't mean the TV programme Daredevil, by the way. But it's good of her to do those sort of things, you know, shows that she's very much a wildcat. She likes to get out there and just make things happen and, you know, do the mad stuff. So, big up to her on that one. 29, she's 5'4", she's a teacher. So big up to her being the teacher and all of that. An excuse for me to have another drink, of course, yes. But, you know, good on her on that one. She said, you should leave a comment if you're competitive. Now, I'm probably at football where I've got a bit of like a competitive nature, you know what I mean? I like to win games and I go out there to play like football games and stuff like that. Obviously, haven't been able to go during this madness and everything that's going down, do you know what I mean? Personal reasons also. But it's cool to get out there and feel like you're competing for something. And I know obviously the group that I do play with, you know, we probably need to one day have like a little thing where we all just gather money and we just put like £1 in, and then like the winner at the end of the month receives, like the player of the month receives the money or something like that. So it can be a little bit more competitive. We get a little bit more of the spirit of competitiveness out of people and people wanting to achieve something for there to be a goal at the end of it. Because let's be honest, when we go to play football, you know, if you're playing casual with friends, there's no real trophies at the end of it, you know what I mean? I'd like there to be something at the end of the tunnel, like where you see and you're like, there's a prize money at the end, or there's, do you know what I mean? Like, and your peers pick you, and you know, all of that. It's a nice feeling. It's a nice saying to know that you have possibly a chance that your peers are picking you out and saying you're, you know, amongst the best. Obviously, listen, it's nice to play casual football, but it's nice to be rewarded for the casual stuff you play as well. And that's just what I would say on. So I will definitely share that idea to the group, probably, about doing something along those. People are like, what are you talking about football, man? We don't care. It's fine. I'm just talking to the group. You know, if some of them members are listening in now, that probably will happen. Big up to Dizzy Bells as well. Hopefully, Dizzy Bells, we see you playing on the pitch with us very soon. I've told you, see what I mean? You're going to be playing up front with me. The first game, you're up front with me. No, all of that nonsense here. Do you know what I mean? I know obviously you're going to come with a different vibe because you haven't played for a long time. But I expect you now, you know what I mean, that you've got some free time to go outside, kick ball, you know, in a concrete end somewhere, end-to-end passing the ball to yourself and practicing your finishing. It's what you should be doing, Dizzy. So no excuses. I expect to see you on that pitch in a couple of months' time when this whole thing's been eased and you be on that pitch. So I'm sending that direct message to you. You. Anyways, yeah. It's not no Hulk Hogan, you business. It's just her. So, anyways, but yeah. So she says, I'm looking for someone authentic who wants a meaningful relationship. I mean, I don't mind a meaningful relationship. You know, I mean, I'm obviously at that age now where I'm trying to find someone to make me own and bring her to me, you know, parents and show her around, you know, like my family and all of that. So, you know what I mean? Because mum's acting a bit wild now. Mum wants, you know, grandkids and all of this thing. I'm like, listen, yeah, chill your herbs. Let man have the moment to enjoy his situation surrounding. It's peak times out here, yeah. And it's peak because obviously, you know, you can't go into that madness of bringing kids right now into this uncertain times and everything like that. Bit peak, a bit mad. So, you know what I mean? I'm taking my time. I'm trying to enjoy what I can enjoy first. Then rather go into settings, getting a girl, and, you know, doing all that nonsense. No, it's not nonsense, but, you know, the fornication and stuff like that. Yeah, Californication, all of that. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. But yeah. But anyways, yeah. For Kamji, she seems like a cool chick, you know. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, right height. Yeah, I mean, I'm not intimidated by someone who has that Grace Jones vibe. So I think that's kind of cool. So, you know what? She seems like a cool chick, you know. Man's gonna say yes, you know, like, but you know, I don't want her to try and, you know, race me all the time to like sprint to get in from A to B or something. Because forget about it, you know. You just forget about it. But anyways, yes. Give Kamiji a yes. We'll come to Emma. Emma says, this year I really wanted to trek the Inca Trail. No idea what that is. Don't know. I'm guessing it's something to do with history or some sort of vibes along them lines. Cool for her. That's nice that you want to do all that. 24, 5'6", she's other, it says. I guess. Other. She says, I'll brag about you to my friends if you can cook a good roast dinner. I've been known to do that. I did that about a week ago when I made some banging roast dinner. Do you know what I mean? All lemoned up inside that chicken and all that. Pricked that chicken a couple of times. You know what I mean? Seasoned all in that bad boy and then gave it all that good juice and all that good vibes and all that tender loving care. That's what you give your chicken, tender love and care. TLC. It's not that, I want to love you, TLC, pretty young Ting. Do you know what I mean? It's not singing that to the chicken, by the way. But yeah, do you know what I mean? TLC is what you give that chicken, that love, that affection, that good seasoning. Do you know what I mean? You wash your chicken first before you put it in any oven or any of that nonsense. Yeah, don't want to see you doing that crap where people don't even season their chicken and wash it properly. Yeah, listen, get all your hands inside, wash all the giblets and all that bits out and all that nonsense, yeah? You know, inside the skeleton bones and all around the ass crack and the neck part and all of that, under the pits, everything like that. No, that chicken been sweating some chicken flu or something. You know, you don't want to be catching all that nonsense. So yeah, just make sure you understand that. So good. She says she's overly competitive about card games. It's good, she likes card games. I like card games too. My best card game that I like playing is a game called Kings and Queens. I think I've spoken about this before on previous episodes of LinkedIn Ting, so I'm not going to go over it again. If you do know me and you meet me one day, then we will sit down and we will have a game of Kings and Queens and I'll show you how it goes. So till then, if you don't know me, then wait and keep waiting. Then one day we'll hopefully meet up and then we can do what we need to do and make this whole thing happen. So yes. Okay. Apart from all that for Emma, unfortunately, Emma doesn't really have that je ne sais quoi for me. So unfortunately, it's going to be a no for me. Tends to get better with every taste, you know. It's that lovely mango, pineapple, and that grape hitting together. Woo! Sweet God. Woo! Sweet, sweet mention. Anyways, Tamara says she's overly competitive about mini golf. So I played mini golf before. It wasn't that bad, but again, not that good. I did win, do you know what I mean? So I'm going to add that in. I did win. Do you know, all I do is win, no matter what. Money on my mind right now. Give up. On my building. All I my hands go up. And they stay there. And they stay there. And they stay there. Up, down, up, down, up, down. All I do is win. Anyways, let me stop here. So yeah, you get it. You know, T-Pain song, by the way. 23, woman, 5'5", software engineer she is. She says she's a regular at the park. That's nice that you like to go park all the time, you know. Park life, ding, 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 park life. But yeah, I mean, it's good, you know. I would love to be going to the park and all them settings and riding around and doing all that nonsense. But unfortunately, Flu Vibes got man, you know, chilling in the crib and all that. You know what I mean? Having to play some FIFA. Well, not FIFA, I actually play Pro Evo now because FIFA is a bit dead, not gonna lie to you, but you know, it is what it is. You just got to keep doing what you got to do, you know what I mean? So yeah, she says, this year I really want to keep my flooding plant collection alive. It's going to be peak during this time, so I'm not going to lie to you. Trying to keep plants alive during the winter is a mission. It's going to be very tough, unless you have one of them, you know, lights that you have in those weed farms, yeah, and it's shining on the plant, and you water it daily, you already haven't got a cat in house chance, let's just put it that way. I'm not saying to people do weed up there, you know, don't want to get none of you in trouble and all that, you know, so it's not me saying to you do that, you know, I mean, don't get the damn core up in a plank and all of that, so whatever, but yeah. Apart from all of that, fortunately for Tamar, she doesn't really have that je ne sais quoi for me. It's going to be a no for me. We come to Soraya. Soraya says, this year I really want to meet aliens. Well, you haven't really got a chance of meeting anything. There's no Doctor Who vibes up in here, so you know, none of that settings. So unfortunately for you, no Doctor Who will be happening around these period of times. But you could always think about it and just take yourself into another place, another way of escaping, make you feel all crispy and airy and all of that. So yeah, 25, 5'4", she's a video editor and a musician. It's good for her. She said she's weirdly attracted to Werner Herzog. Don't know who the hell that is, so we'll move on from that. She said, a life goal of mine, become known for baking beautiful tiered cakes. It's good. You know, it's always nice to bake cakes and, you know, look cool baking cakes and all of that. Do you know what I mean? Well, you probably have a good chance of appearing on the Great British Bake Off. And if you do, just remember, we heard it from here. You know what I mean? I gave you that initiative. So, you know, do give man a bit of credit for that one. So, yeah. It's her playing the piano and all of that. So, let's listen to some sounds. Okay, too long. Let's just move on from that one. Apart from all that, unfortunately, don't really want to sing and dance and listen to musical instruments. Soraya, so unfortunately, it's a no for me. That's it. Well, we come to the end of the podcast. Well, the podcast. What the? Yeah, the drink's already got to me head. So we come to the end of this episode of Lincoln Ting. Obviously, if you're feeling all previous episodes and you know this episode, you know what to do below. All that. Yes, obviously, as I said, couldn't bring you guys, you know, all of that because under the weather, different settings, different vibes and all that. But hopefully you guys keep tuning in, you know, subscribe to man's channel, you know, all of those settings, you know, and soon, very soon, we will get a good mic, so you guys can probably hear Andy Prizzle a lot properly, you know what I mean, on all the full HD and all of that nonsense glory, do you know what I mean? But obviously for the picture settings, still working on them, you know what I mean, it costs money and all of that, and that's right now nothing that your boy has at the moment in time. But thank you guys again for tuning in, and all of those settings. Woo! You know what we usually do when we finish there? Link out! Link out! Oh. Link out!